Today is Wednesday, the 6th of November, and it's a beautiful day, so I thought, whilst I'm waiting for a response from the National Art School as to whether I can actually go on the campus and have a look around, I thought I'd spend the day while I'm in Chatswood to have a look at any progress that's happening with any of the buildings that I had documented in my videos lately. So I'm just near the Mealy building, and it is a huge low-rise building. Then I have to show you the NAB, which I videoed before, but more importantly, the building here, which is under a lot of construction, is the Chase. The Chase has been undergoing a facelift internally and externally for quite a while now, and there's a lot of cranes around, and there's two at least, and a lot of scaffolding still. It's a total mess on the outside at the moment, but inside, once you get in, if you can find your way in, because they keep changing the entrances, it's actually very beautiful inside now. Gone are the heavy 1980s mall typical interior where there are even levels and escalators and fountains and glass lifts and things like that. Gone is all those features, and it's very light now. There's a lot more space around, especially in the food court. A lot of new stores popping up, and older stores that used to have and occupy shop space and now concessions in the centre of the food court. So there's a lot of progress going on with this Chase building, or what they call the Chase or Chatswood Chase. So it'll be interesting to see when it's all complete and all the scaffolding is removed and the crane's gone and the exterior all nice and new and new entrance, etc. How it will look, because I think it'll be an amazing hub, an amazing shopping centre. Just like it once was anyway. It was always the preferred shopping centre for me due to atmosphere and the variety of shops, etc. But yeah, I can't wait until it's all complete. And getting back to another old building, which is this building up here, the medium rise building that I was videoing probably a couple of months now ago. No progress. It does not look like anything has happened to it. We can have a look across the front and see, but it does not look like anything has been done to the building, especially removal of graffiti on the sides of the building, and repairs or nothing at all. So it looks exactly the same as before. There may be stuff going on inside, but since I'm not an urbex explorer, oh, there is something going on. Yeah, since I'm not an urbex explorer, I don't really want to venture into a place which has been refurbished. Interesting, they have survey marks all around, survey signs. The demo wall panel has been there for a while, and they've got cameras there still. So nothing happening on the outside, but a lot happening probably on the inside of the building. So still a survey mark everywhere, and a lot of keep out signs, personnel only. So there's been a lot of internal stuff being done, but not external. There's a person walking around. I wonder what they're doing. Are they an urbex explorer? So there's more graffiti on the wall. Wow, there's a chandelier still inside. It's a very, very interesting building, and it will be interesting closer look at the what I was talking about in my previous video of possibly some vandalism and some trespassing. You can see. I'm sure there's been a lot of urbex explorers that have tried to get into this site. It's a very interesting building. So a lot of construction signs around, warning signs. This is the car park, a part of it. And there are vehicles and things out in the car park. A lot more signs. So it's a very interesting building. And now on to my next building, which is across the road and very close to the Chase. I wish they'd do something about that Chase car park entrance and exit. It's just an eyesore. It's ghastly. Really ghastly. Surely they can cover it up with, I don't know, some advertising or something, panels, anything. But it's just ghastly. There you can go, where the facade has been removed and is going to be replaced. You're probably wondering where the actual entrance is. Well, there is an entrance. You just have to find it, and it's usually just there where that where that dumpster bin is and the crane. A little bit of a dubious spot to have it because the entrance is just there. So back to my original building that I was going to look at, and I'll give you a bit of a history of that as well. What's this? Okay, interesting. If you can read Chinese, you probably know what that means. So it's very busy for a Wednesday, or a hump day as we call it. Okay, I'm going to cross here. I believe this is a pedestrians give way to vehicles. Oh, so it's not actually a it's not a pedestrian crossing, it's a vehicle crossing, I think. Oh well. I'm nearly there. So I'm not going to do a history on the church next door because I don't know a lot about the church. All I know is it's, I think they hold Korean type or style services and possibly other activities like equivalent to Sunday school, but things like English classes, dance classes or something like that, recreational classes for kids. So now I'm back at Victoria Plaza. Now this was the second of the two oldest original malls in Chatswood. I spoke a little bit about it before and I said how it smelt and looked like Chinese, and it does. There's the Asian grocery store down there again, and next door they're doing a little bit of a fit out for some type of, I'm assuming it's going to be some food type concession. But the history I wanted to talk about at this place is, for a very, very long time, apparently for about 2 decades, more than 2 decades, there was a fabric shop, a very famous fabric shop called, I think it was called Tessleigh. Correct me if I'm wrong or how I'm pronouncing it, could be wrong. They were based here for, yes, over 2 decades before they moved to their current location. Yes, they're still in business, but their business has changed a little bit to include European style fabrics instead of just local fabrics, because back in the time when they originally set up as a fabric company, they actually were supplying to Australian manufacturing in the clothing industry, so apparel manufacturing, which is what I studied at East Sydney Technical College, just in case you're wondering. So they were here for the 2 or 3 decades before moving out to Surrey Hills now. So they are still open, and they are still run by the same family, I believe, and they're based out at Surrey Hills. I haven't been out to the Surrey Hills shop, and I never visited this shop, but I did know about it, being an apparel student back then. So they also had a store at Bondi Junction for a while, very brief time, in a low-rise, what used to be, I believe, a semi-government or government building in Bondi Junction on Oxford Street. I believe now that building may still exist, but it has had probably an extension maybe, or a reno, or something's been done to it, because there's so much high-rise going on there. A lot of the low-rise buildings have been demolished or extended to include a mixed high-rise building with apartments on top and business or commercial down below. So that's my little history lesson of what used to be in this building here, Victoria Plaza. Now I'm going to head off to the Chase and have a look and see if there's any new developments in the interior of the Chase. And there has been a lot of work internally as well as externally. So thanks for watching.